Imagine those days where you feel alone. No matter what you say or do, no one seems to care enough to take the time and listen. You're just alone in your own little bubble. You may only feel like this once in a blue moon, but over 4 million children and teenagers in the United States alone are trapped inside this bubble every single day. Anxiety, panic attacks, depression, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, numerous eating disorders, addiction, OCD, post traumatic stress disorder, and many, many more are all examples of mental health illnesses that affect children and teens regularly. And surprisingly, only 20% get the help they need. That is only 800,000 out of 4 million. But why is this number so low? And how can we make it so that everyone gets the help they need? Furthermore, how often do you hear someone making a joke about someone with cancer or chronic pain? Probably never, because no one wants to offend anyone with a physical illness. But how often do you hear someone making a joke about someone being a psycho or depressed? I know that I hear people tossing around mental illnesses as jokes quite often without even realizing it. Why is it okay for us to use their illnesses as jokes? Maybe because so many believe that people that suffer from mental illnesses just need to change their state of mind or to stop being so overdramatic. But people that are diagnosed typically have a chemical imbalance in their brains. In reality, anyone could be diagnosed. A friend, a family member, a stranger on the bus, you, me. There's no specific type of person that mental illnesses target. As of now, there is no direct cure for these disorders, but there are many different options to help cope with them. And some of these options include, but are not limited to, medications that help balance out these brain chemicals, various types of therapy, group support, etc. People with mental illnesses are like snowflakes. No two people are the same, and that means that just because one coping method works with one person, it might not work with another. According to the National Alliance on Mental Illnesses, 48% of diagnosed students drop out of school, 50% will serve jail time after school, and 20% will serve jail time prior to leaving school. Also, many end up taking their own lives or harm themselves in order to deal with the illness. This leads us to why we need to increase awareness and opportunities for those who are suffering. So many are too ashamed to get the help they need in fear of being made fun of or feeling different from the others around them. And in addition, many cannot afford medications or therapy. This needs to change in order for any progress to be made. That means we need to stop using mental illnesses in our everyday vocabulary as jokes, help lower the cost of support and prescriptions, and volunteer to help those in need. We need to let them know that there are many options for them to receive the help they deserve, just like any other illness. Teachers and staff, to some extent, should be able to recognize when a student's going through a rough time in order to help them succeed in their school life. In addition, schools should offer support groups to all students so they have a safe place to feel welcome in and be able to speak freely. Friends and family can help by showing their support and love and noticing any alarming symptoms. You and I can contribute by simply smiling at someone walking down the hall so that they know, no, they are not invisible, and yes, there are kind people out there. In conclusion, if we work together, anything can be done, no matter how big or how small. 2 out of 3 suffering from a mental illness suffer in silence, but it's time that no one has to suffer alone. So let's stand up together to raise awareness. Let's lower the rate of mentally ill students dropping out of school. Let's lower suicide and self-harm rates in teens and children. Let's think before we speak. And let's not lose hope. Remember, you would never tell someone with cancer to just get over it.